Part 1, Dr. Jack Ripper. In the shadowed corners of 19th-century Europe, where the fog clung low to the cobbled streets and ancient secrets lurked in every alleyway, a young Filipino scholar named José Rizal made his way toward the Grand City Library. After long days of study at the university, he would often retreat to these quiet sanctuaries of thought, where the scent of parchment and ink mingled with the dust of centuries. Here, he immersed himself in the latest advances in medical science, while also laboring over the manuscripts of the novels that stirred quietly within him. Inside the library, golden afternoon light poured through arched windows, casting gentle shadows on the gleaming wooden floors. Shelves towered like cathedral columns, their leather-bound volumes whispering forgotten knowledge to those who would listen. In a secluded corner, Rizal sat hunched over a stack of books, his pen moving with focused urgency across the pages of his journal. Not far from him, nestled on a velvet-upholstered couch, Nellie Boustead sat beside her sister, Adelaida. While Adelaida flipped through a book with disinterested precision, Nellie's gaze wandered, again and again, toward Rizal, her eyes tracing the curve of his brow, the quiet intensity in his posture, and the mystery that clung to him like the very fog outside. Nellie, softly. He's changed, hasn't he? Adelaida, without looking up. Still has that same stubborn stare. Nose in a book, like the world outside doesn't exist. Nellie, smiling faintly. It's not stubbornness, it's purpose. Like he's carrying something heavier than those books. Adelaida, closing her book with a sigh. Don't romanticize him, Nellie. He's brilliant, yes. But he's left behind more hearts than poems, Segunda, Leonor, Consuelo. He collects women like drafts of essays. Nellie, quietly. Rumors, Adela. People love to talk. Adelaida. They're not always wrong. He's not here for you, Nellie. He's here for his cause. Nellie, still watching. Maybe. But maybe I want someone who dreams beyond dances and dowries. Before Adelaida could respond, Rizal quietly appeared beside them. Neither sister had noticed him approaching. Rizal, clearing his throat. Good afternoon, ladies. They both jumped, startled mid-conversation. Rizal, smiling at Nellie. Will I see you later at your home? Nellie, flustered. Why would you? Rizal, chuckling. I'm your father's guest. Don't tell me you've forgotten already. At the Boustead estate in Biarritz, Rizal had become a familiar presence. He grew especially close to Nellie, drawn not just by her beauty, but her fencing skill, wit, and curiosity. Their friendship deepened. Together, they explored libraries, discussed folklore, and even traveled to Prague. One day, they descended into the catacombs beneath Paris, lured by whispers of ancient texts. Inside those ancient tunnels, they discovered a forgotten chamber. Nellie, pressing her hand to a wall. Pepe, are we supposed to be here? The stone shifted. She stumbled. Rizal caught her just in time. Rizal, alarmed. Are you all right? As the dust settled, Nellie spotted scrolls wedged in the rubble. Nellie, coughing. These markings, they match your notes. Aren't these about vampire myths? She laughed nervously. Nellie, jokingly. Are we about to meet Dracula? Rizal, studying the scrolls. They're not vampires, exactly. Stragoi, something older. More insidious according to myths. Nellie, surely, Pepe, you don't believe in this nonsense. Rizal, smiling faintly. I'm just a curious man, Nellie. Fairy tales are just reinterpretation of what happened that our ancestors could not explain. And it's all for a future book that I am planning to write. In near-erased texts, Rizal had found traces of the stragoi reaching Southeast Asia during the Spanish conquests. He suspected a hidden history, buried in folklore in his own country that perhaps were brought by the Spaniards. Rizal, offering his hand. Come. Let's get you home before your father thinks I've dragged you into the underworld. But Nellie hesitated. She wanted the adventure to last a little longer. She opened her mouth to protest, but a sudden burst of bats from the ceiling silenced her. They ran, breathless, emerging into the twilight laughing. Nellie, giggling. Next time, we stop when I say stop. As they were walking on the streets of Paris beneath moonlight, they studied the scrolls together. Strange symbols shimmered faintly. Then they noticed some footsteps. That night, a figure followed them through the alleyways. At first, Rizal thought it a common thief until Nellie spun on her heel, disarmed the man, and struck the thief unconscious. Nellie, smirking. See. You'll always need me to protect you. Rizal, grinning. Maybe let me rescue you once, just once. Nellie. When you beat me at fencing. Which is never. She turned away. Then a sound. A hiss. The figure on the ground convulsed and transformed. Its eyes turned blood red. Its nails grew into jagged talons. Before Nellie could react, it struck. Blood sprayed. Nellie collapsed, unmoving. Rizal, shouting. Nellie. Rizal taunted the thief so that he would move away from Nellie. He then lunged. His training gave him speed, but the thief was faster. It lifted him by the throat, sneering. Rizal fought bravely, but the thief struck him in the side with its claw. He fell, weakening from the blood loss. Stragoi. You are weak, for an agent of the sect. Rizal could not respond. His strength was gone. The darkness closed in. Until another blur of motion, a powerful creature fell upon the thief and destroyed it in an instant. The newcomer, faster and more formidable than any man, removed its head with a single stroke. The thief's head rolled away. Rizal fell to the ground, injured and fading. When Rizal awoke, he was beneath the streets of Paris, wrapped in bandages and fevered pain. Rizal, hoarse. Nellie, run. Then passed out again. Rizal was coming in and out of consciousness. He was delirious and could not distinguish the horror of what happened and the current situation. There, a man named Johann Blumentritt was waiting for him to wake up. Rizal was weak and struggling to stay conscious from his wounds, but Johann remained at his side, quietly tending to him as a doctor. When Rizal finally gained enough consciousness, he knew that Nellie had been fatally wounded. As Johann was looking at him, Rizal looked away, jaw clenched. Rizal, weakly. Where is she buried? Johann, we looked for the body of your companion but we did not find her. Johann knew that the stragoi would drag their kill to their lair to consume them and wear their skin as a disguise. But he could not tell Rizal what he had suspected what happened to her body. Even if they knew where the body is, he would not tell a civilian what had happened in order not to cause panic to the community. Days later, Rizal recovered enough that he was able to piece together what had happened. The creature that attacked them was a stragoi. Rizal, still weak, stared at the ceiling while Johann was examining his condition.